Alright, so into the rust repairs in the panel band. So today's first piece is this bit up here. So we're actually going to cut this out with the air grinder and make a template and cut that piece and put it in. And Ryan's going to be practicing and working stuff as we go. But I'll make it happen. And then we've got this side, which is probably the worst out of everything. And then that passenger side will be the first one to do. It's not so bad. We're sort of just going to, rather than put that inside replacement panels in, we're going to patch and make our own panels. We'll make a full new section through here though, so we'll probably cut this all up through here and replace this as we'll make that piece. We'll put the seam line back in, but yeah. So we get this one started.
Say this one time, your headlines won't get none of my time. Yeah, I'm lying, cause I still can't find out why I'm so divided. Replay those few days over, somehow I'll find it somewhere in your words when you land on my shoulder. I might act distant, but I swear it's not over. I don't wanna hear it, but I gotta know. Yeah, I just gotta know. Is there a reason? Do you care if I'm still breathing, or am I insane to thinking we could have made it? Oh baby, we could have made it. Oh baby, I'm shy, but I'm not. Behind my ego.
So we've got that hole filled in here. Not the prettiest thing in the world right now, but that will get touched up later on. So now we're looking into this section here. So normally they have a full blacking plate that sits in behind here. It actually welds in on this side, it goes all the way down, covers this across where these hinge mounts are, right through and into this section as well. So what we're going to do is sort of take out this section of the plate over the face of this, weld a new piece in here to sort of support what we can. Same with down here. And then we're going to weld into the face of this to bring it in line with this as well. We've got to watch out a few things like gaps down in here for later on if we get stuff that's going to collect here and fall through. So we will tidy this stuff up, fill in where we can in here as best we can. Same with up in here, sort of as much as we could pull all these hinges out and reattach it, we're just going to work with what we've got. Tidy this up get a bit of extra support in there. We don't have the availability right now for all those parts to start chipping away everything. This side's going to be a whole different thing. This is a total mess over here, so it'll be rebuilt from scratch. Look, we may even get into this and decide to start pulling hinge pieces out and replace them. We can always weld those in after the fact from in behind anyway, so that's not exactly a drama. We've got to cut the face of this out here too, so we're going to cut this off back here somewhere first and have that section to apply later, so we'll have a lot more room in there to get into it, hack into it a bit more, see where we're at really, and that's the best option to do it. Nice. Good.
Are you mad?
paperwork. You mess you up worse and left and coke. Heat you up, make your whole body stroke. That's when you're bad, man, that's get me work. So you better work. You know say, not no fake, let me provoke. Me inhale this bliff and exhale this smoke. Me more dangerous than royal boat. So hear me not now. This I don't know again. You're not bad man. Bad man not here. Bad man from here to here. You tell your man a bad man. Bad man not here. Bad man from here to here. You tell your man a bad man. Bad man. Bad man. Bad man. Real bad man, we will kill all your swap. Never hesitate to left you in a body bag. Never hesitate to left you with a hashtag. Real bad man, we will kill all your swag. Man, a bad man. Bad man not here. Bad man from here to here. We tell you man a bad man. Bad man not here. Bad man from here to here. We tell you man a bad man. Bad man. Bad man. Bad man. Real bad man, we will kill all your swag.
Like an actress, there's no repeat or rewind on me, man. Better take it down like a maths test. You understand English, so don't act fresh. Man, better hear me out like my CD, by the way, it's a madness. You don't wanna get a top of the face, store on, put your shoes on, dump to the lake, no loafers. If you can't hang with the dog, man, better handle the notice. Or get used to the motors, I get rolled outside like Zeus and posters. Put pain in your chest, it's soldiers.
Bad man not here. Bad man from here to here. We tell you man a bad man. Bad man not here. Bad man from here to here. We tell you man a bad man. Bad man. Bad man. Bad man. Real bad man, we will kill all your swag.
Alright, so we've got a couple of spots, this down here and this in here, welded in for now. This will get plated over. We'll pump that full of rust preventer later. Same with everything in behind here. This we're not going to worry about doing, as this is all part of this top shell and it's not really going to affect too much, but we are going to treat it quite heavily. Then later on feed back from that other side and pump it full of rust preventer and preserver as well. It's our best option. It doesn't affect the lay of the door. But the key is now is we're going to spray all this as best we can. I'm going to weld this other fitted plate that we've got over there onto here in the right position, tack it in, make sure it's right for this, and then double check, and then eventually edges will fold in, and then we'll make that replacement piece in the middle here. That's the job now, spray, and yeah, move on.
Don't fall, they crash around me. something different going on. The path I walk's in the wrong direction. There's always someone fucking hanging on. Can anybody help me make it better? Your tears don't fall, they stretch around me. Her conscience calls, the guilty to come home. Your tears don't fall, they crash around me. Her conscience calls, the guilty to come home. Your tears don't fall, they drench around me. Her conscience calls, the guilty to come home.
We got one side down. We are pretty well set. A little bit of a Frankenstein, but it looks good. The other thing we're going to do later on, we're going to recut this and just level these out. So it's a bit more flatter through there. There'll be a bar that'll go across here, which will pick up this piece, and we still have to put the hinge piece in behind here, but we're going to make that later on, stick that in, and when everything's buttoned up, we'll rust proof, a few other things here, but now we're just getting it to the point where this and that side's done for the roll cage, and then we'll worry about all the pretty stuff on the way back. We are going to try to pull some of this out. There's not a lot of room in there, but yeah, we'll have a play with it. It's better than what it was. Before it was just a big hole, so it's good.